Hi guys, and today I'm doing another how to content highlight video, and this time is going to be with a new Makeup Revolution Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit. Well, this is new for me because I only picked it up the other day and I haven't used it yet, but it's been out for a little while but not too long, and I thought it would be a good idea to show you how this looks on me, to show you how I would contour with this, and also to tell you sort of my first impression and a first review of this product. This only retails for £3.50, which is insane. You get a bronzer that looks matte, so perfect for contouring, a highlighter and a blush that look quite shimmery. Two previous contouring videos that I've done, which were with a sleek contour kit and with a collection contour kit, which I will leave linked down below in case you haven't seen them. Both of them only had a bronzer and a highlighter. I know with a sleek one you can get a blush as well in the contour kit, but it is more expensive. I think that one retails for £10, this retails for £3.50. With a collection one you don't get a blush at all. So this one is pretty much the best value for money. But one thing I would say straight away about this contour kit is the fact that you have to be quite careful when using it, not to drop it, because it is quite fragile, and I'm speaking from the experience because I already dropped one and I smashed one of them. I smashed the highlight and the blush, I didn't smash the bronzer. I don't know whether it's because these two are shimmery so they are more fragile, or just because when I smashed it, it landed on these two powders. Let's start with a bronzer. So when I swatch it, it looks quite light, so better for fair skin tones, definitely not for deeper skin tones. However, they do have another shade. The only ones that I've seen in Superdrug and on their website is this one in number 1 and the other one in number 4. So definitely if you are deeper than the bronzer wise, number 4 would be better. This one looks extremely light, sort of neutral undertone, which I'm happy with. I don't really like bronzers or contour shades that are too grey, they look muddy on my skin. I know some people like that, but I prefer more neutral bronzers. And when I try to swatch it, well, it swatches quite nicely actually, it swatches quite opaque. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it definitely looks more on the neutral undertone. And the highlight, oh, this one looks quite intense, you guys. I'm actually really excited for this one. Only a little swatch and looks like it's going to be nice and intense. Not as intense swatch on the hand, I don't know if you can see it. And then the blush. Oh my god, this blush looks really pretty. It's like a rosy color with a gold shimmer. Looks gorgeous. It looks like Nars Orgasm. Now let's try these on my face. My contouring technique hasn't changed much since my last video. It's almost identical, but I just love it. Hopefully this still will be helpful for you. But I'm going to start with an angled brush from Inglot. It's called 3P and it's a really nice fluffy angled brush, perfect size and perfect shape to get right underneath your cheekbone. But if your cheekbones are not so visible naturally, just try to do this. And then hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit of a line, but if you still can't see it, just wing it. Just try to contour in different places and see what works best for you and gives you the best facial structure. I'm going to put a little bit of this bronzer onto my brush. It looks slightly powdery, can you see that? Let's tap off the excess. Yeah, ever so slightly powdery. Okay, now I may look slightly crazy, but I only like to apply my bronzer with this brush, but then I blend my bronzer with a different brush, and this time I'm going to use just this fluffy Kabuki brush from EcoTools. I believe last time I used this brush, but this time I feel like using this. I really like it, it's very fluffy and rounded. Okay, so now that's kind of blended, and as usual I'm going to use my all-time favorite highlighter brush ever. Nothing ever compares to this one. This one is again from Inglot and it is 4SS brush. Probably my all-time favorite face brush ever, just because I think it's phenomenal. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this product onto the brush, again tap it, and firstly go gently and then maybe build up the highlight and see its true intensity. So let's put some on. Okay, so it is slightly powdery. I can already tell that looks a little bit powdery. It kind of clings into my dry patches, but that's okay because it still looks really pretty. I've just added some more. Can you see that? That's beautiful, right? It doesn't sort of blend into my skin. It looks a little bit sort of dry and clingy, but from like feather or on photography, this will look beautiful. I think this highlighter looks really pretty from further away. From up close, I don't really love it. Can you see that? That gave me a lot of glow to my nose. I will actually contour my nose slightly as well. I don't usually contour my nose, but for the purpose of this video, I will. For the blush, I will use this EcoTools blush brush, the Tapered blush brush. Okay, so this blush is definitely not my usual color of choice. I like very orange, very peach blushes, and usually matte blushes. This one is pink, first of all, and second of all, it is quite shimmery, so it is not the blush of my choice whatsoever. I wouldn't necessarily choose to wear this on day-to-day basis, but I know a lot of people prefer pink blushes. Generally, if you like Nars Orgasm blush, then this one you should really like. One thing I would say though, if you want to use this highlighter and this blush together, you should really blend out this blush, because this blush has a lot of golden shimmer and this highlighter has a lot of sort of white, kind of a little bit pinky shimmer, and both together don't look very nice at all. If they have this highlight here that's very shimmery, and essentially I think you meant to use all of these three products together and sort of travel with them and everything, I think the blush should have been a little bit more matte. If you are on the hunt for a good contour kit and you are on a budget, then yes, pick this up. If you are not on the budget, however, this is not my favorite contour kit at all. I prefer the collection one and I prefer the sleek one, I'm going to be completely honest. I mean, on the collection one, I don't like the bronzer. I think the bronzer on here is better. But the highlighter, I'm just not convinced. The blush is nice, but I would always, whenever I would wear this blush, I wouldn't wear this highlight together with the blush. Just because you can't see this on camera, but I can see it in the mirror. Here I have like a gold shimmer, and here I have like a white shimmer on my face, and just doesn't look right. It doesn't look like offensive, and I would still go out wearing this makeup, but it's not my favorite. That is the end for my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, please like it and subscribe to me if you're not already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!